Hi, I'm Jordan and welcome to Just Jordan Things, where today we're going to be talking about the first trimester of pregnancy and everything that comes with it. This is more or less a roast because while I am almost done with it, I am on week 11. We're so close. The last 2 months of my life have been a new adventure, to say the least. No one prepared me for it. Terrible. So let's talk about the first trimester of pregnancy. We'll start with the good things because it's a short list. The first trimester, or rather the first month, you don't even know anything's happening. You're pregnant and you don't even realize you're pregnant. Great, fantastic. 10 out of 10. Wish the whole thing was like that. And then you find out that you are pregnant. And those few minutes of seeing a positive pregnancy test and being excited for it and celebrating are magical. You're finding out that you're pregnant. And then it is immediately followed with, now what? Especially if it's your first time ever being pregnant, you immediately are just like, all right, what am I not allowed to do anymore? And then the days following, it's like panic of like, what's happening? We're still in good stuff. Okay, we're not going to bed yet. Telling people, we did tell people in the first trimester, we told our close friends and families at 6 weeks, and then at 8 weeks, after we had our first ultrasound, we announced it. So that happened for us in the first trimester. I know some people choose to do it later on or earlier. It's all a preference. Telling people was super exciting. Planning on how to tell people was super exciting. What other good things are there? Oh, prenatals make your hair and nails grow. Crazy lengths. My hair is so long right now. Not healthy. Could be the winter weather or could just be the rapid growth of my hair. But hair is long. Nails are long and strong. That is a bonus because I usually have paper thin nails. Not having to buy period products. That is a plus. We're adding it to the plus section. If anybody else has any other bonuses or pluses about being in the first trimester of pregnancy, let me know because now we're going into the negatives, okay? And I feel like the list is a little weighted on one side. I'll let you be the judge of which ones. The first 6 weeks, the only thing I noticed about being pregnant was the bloating, right? I didn't really fit into my pants. It was uncomfortable. I was having weird sensory things. I was a little constipated. That was all fine and dandy. That was great. I could live with being a little constipated and bloated. And then the morning I hit 6 weeks, it was like, boom, immediately, I'm nauseous. I'm so nauseous I can't get out of bed. I'm so nauseous I don't want to function. I am somewhat convinced that the reason you get nausea in the first trimester is because you have so many moments of doubting if you're actually pregnant or not. And that's the thing that really just reminds you, you're like, I don't know if I'm pregnant. And then you walk into the kitchen, you're like, yep, I'm definitely pregnant. Just that little reminder for you that you can't eat anything, but you're starving at the same time. It's a terrible feeling. Please tell me it gets better. So while 6 weeks, immediately it hit and I could not eat anything for about 2 weeks. At 8 weeks, the morning of, I did not feel nauseous anymore. And while there was a sense of relief in that, it also sent me into a wave of panic because I was like, what's wrong? What happened to it? Where did it go? Does that mean I'm not pregnant anymore? Did that mean I live? Also, this is still before my first appointment. So I'm still questioning, is it implanted in the correct place? Are these cramps that I'm feeling normal? I did not bleed at all during my first trimester. I think because the universe knew if I did, I would be in the emergency room every single day. So thanks for that, body. Keeping it together. The food aversions didn't really, they weren't that bad. I can live off of ramen, chicken nuggets, and what else did I eat? Macaroni and cheese. Okay? I can survive off of that. What I can't live without is chocolate. And that's just rude. That one felt like a direct attack. I now hate the smell of chocolate. And if you know me, I love my dark chocolate. Okay? I had just bought the See's Candy dark chocolate orange crisps. I can't even stand the smell. Why? Why chocolate? What? Come on. That's definitely a negative. The nausea left at right about 8 weeks. And then for a week, I had energy. And then the next week, dead on the couch. Can't get up. Taking naps in the middle of the day. Cannot sleep. I have now routinely woken up at 3 a.m. every single day because I have to go to the bathroom. Feel like that one's not going to get any better as we progress into pregnancy. But say la vie, here it is. I've just been literally so exhausted I can't function. And while I'm no longer nauseous, I still don't feel good. It's not like I'm gonna throw up, but it is, I don't want to be here, if that makes any sense. And the cramps that started for me at 10 weeks, terrible. Just it hurts. I don't want to move. I can't really even read because no position to hold up a book is comfortable. I do want to say, people that have to go through this experience multiple times just to have one baby, you are the true heroes. Going through this and then also grieving loss and then also making an elective choice to do it again and again. My heart goes out to you. Definitely. I'm there with you. I am a wimp. I am a baby. I'm already second guessing if I want another child after this. Pregnancy loss is nothing to joke about, but just wanted to put it out there that I see you. Your struggle is more real than any of us understand. Everybody says, use the pregnancy card. Use the pregnancy card. I do. I don't overuse it, but my husband does think I do. My husband thinks I overuse it, which is a little annoying because I'm struggling out here, okay? And the way pregnancy puts stress on your relationship and your partner is it's something different. It's more than being sick because I am not only irritable, but I feel like there's components of I can't be around my husband now. It's not like I'm not attracted to him anymore, but the visceral reaction I get that he can sense if he smells weird. He comes to give me a kiss in the morning and I'm like, I can't hide that reaction. I'm sorry, honey. I still like you. Just brush your teeth before you kiss me. And then, of course, all of the chores and all of the laundry and all of the picking up after ourselves, the dishes, the sweeping, the taking care of the animals, the laundry list of things that I cannot now support and help with. And while it looks like I'm just chilling on the couch, having a great time, I'm just, posted up with my pillows. I am watching TV, watching TikToks. Maybe I'll laugh a few times at them. I am not actually enjoying myself in this time. Okay. And while the illusion of me relaxing and resting while you're doing work, very valid. Completely understand it. It's not the accurate representation of what's actually happening because I would love nothing more than to be able to get up and put the dishes that are in the sink in the dishwasher. Trust me. I want to clean right now more than anything, and I can't. I physically can't. I can stand up for maybe 5 to 10 minutes before I'm like, we need to sit down again. And this is just the first trimester. Who knows what it's going to be like in the second trimester, but right now it is. I can't sit in the car for longer than 45 minutes. That's an interesting one. That was one that I was not expecting. Okay. It snuck up on me, which is also interesting because we booked our honeymoon in Ireland. We'll see how that goes. Oh yeah, also things they don't tell you about pregnancy. When you're flying on an airline, there's some airlines that won't let you fly after a certain point in your pregnancy. I get it. Nobody wants to be having a baby on a plane. Sure. We want to make sure that we're not, just traveling to Sweden and all of a sudden you're popping out a little munchkin over there instead of understandable. Oh, here's another positive. We have a positive. My pets are obsessed with me, even more so. Just any moment or opportunity they want to be on or around me, which is adorable. I feel like Snow White, but also sometimes incredibly irritating. I'm overstimulated this entire experience. I live in a state of overstimulation now, and there's nothing I can do to regulate it because it's within me. It's happening. The emotions are all at their peak, right? My clothes, hate wearing them. Bras don't fit anymore. My body, it's changing. And it's too early to have an actual bump. I know I've had little, I'm like, is this a bump? It's just poop cramps. Speaking of, okay, the crap attacks. Is it really necessary? Is it necessary to have constant crap attacks out of nowhere? Anybody that comes up to you and says, well, you wanted this. I want the end result of this. Okay, I didn't want this. This is not what I chose when I was like, I want to have a baby. This is not fun. And anybody that is having a good time, please count your blessings. I'm so happy for anyone that can truly enjoy this experience because personally, it's not me. Am I going to enjoy the outcome? Absolutely. Am I probably going to end up doing this again because it's temporary and we do want 2 children? Yeah. Am I going to be more prepared for it next time? Probably not. I'm still going to complain. I'm still going to be irritated about it. I feel like we haven't really even gotten to the hard parts of pregnancy either, where you're carrying around 15 extra pounds and your back hurts all the time and it's kicking your ribs. I can't even feel it kicking yet, right? I'm still guessing if it's inside of me some days. And I don't mean this to scare anybody who is looking to be pregnant or wants kids someday. I just want you to be informed because they don't tell you what it is, what it's like. They don't prepare you for everything. How could they? It has made me become much more of a feminist, that's for sure. Knowing that for every human we see walking around this earth, someone had to go through this to make that person a person, and women don't get enough credit for it. I'll tell you that much. We sacrifice our mind, body, and soul to produce things I'm excited about. Finding out the gender, which I thought was going to be at our next appointment. It's not till week 20, which is like halfway through the pregnancy. You don't find out the gender until halfway through the pregnancy at your anatomy scan. That was kind of shocking. I haven't had any blood drawn yet, which was also kind of shocking. I think it's because we elected not to do genetic testing at our first appointment, and we didn't want to do the blood test to find out the gender because it's not always accurate. It can change. So I think that's why I didn't have any blood tests done. But that was kind of like, wow, I can leave. I'm done. You don't, vampires don't want. Okay, bye. And then your first ultrasound is not the cute over the tummy one. No. Your first ultrasound is inside, from the inside. I was familiar enough with that process because that's what I had to do when I had my ovarian cyst. So this wasn't my first experience, but it was kind of like, oh, interesting. I guess to see the little gummy bear, that's how the sausage was made kind of thing. What is the most fascinating to me is the things you will see online. As soon as you start Googling pregnancy symptoms or when you should be concerned, and then you realize the overlap. Why is every single pregnancy symptom also a symptom of you need to go to the hospital right now? Google is not your friend during this time. I can assure you that. The first trimester is probably the most anxiety-inducing trimester, as anyone can probably contest. And I am looking forward to the next one. Hopefully, we'll see. It's always a mixed bag of what you're gonna get out. What symptoms? Is the nausea gonna come back? For a lot of people, it does. Are you gonna have energy? We shall see. I also want to make this because a lot of us forget, right? We forget what the first trimester is like. We forget what labor is like because of the hormones, because our little lizard brains are like, hey, we need you to do this again. So don't think about that too much. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you remember the big stuff, but it wasn't that bad. It's no big deal. I am very thankful to have multiple people who are either pregnant right now or have given birth within the last year or two to confide in, ask questions about, talk about the loneliness in the first trimester. Remember how I said I can't do anything? I'm sitting on the couch. I would literally rather be cleaning. I wish I could clean. The same goes with being able to go out and live my life like a normal human being. Making plans? Impossible. No, thank you. I have no idea what I'm going to feel like. We can't go on a nice dinner date, right? Because I am not dealing with smelling. I can eat mac and cheese and plain ramen right now. I'm not gonna go to a nice restaurant or even any restaurant and be combated with flavor and not be able to eat for the rest of the night, okay? The amount of times we have not been able, I've made delicious food. We made pulled pork the other day. I can't eat it because it's got too much flavor. It's got too much seasoning. I don't know if that's an overstimulated thing or a food aversion thing or what the heck it is, but it is depressing, okay? I am sad about it. But date nights are difficult when you have this much energy. The connection between me and my husband, very difficult right now to foster because we're trying not to build the resentment, right? Of I'm not able to contribute to the house chores. He's just trying to stay on top of everything while also trying to work. I'm trying to survive while also trying to work. And then spending extra negative energy on trying to come together and connect and do a date night, nearly impossible. Okay? I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying it's not important. I'm saying it's incredibly difficult and it does not happen as much as we would like. And he also irritates me when he breathes. So sorry, Grant. But not being able to hang out with friends is a big one. I have no interest in talking on the phone or texting people for a long period of time. I know I need to. I know I should. I welcome the people that text me and check in on me. I love it. Thank you so much. But the idea of planning something to do with my friends makes my skin crawl right now. I just want to sit there and do nothing and feel better because I'm overstimulated. It'll get better, right? But again, not being able to do anything makes me feel so like I got FOMO. I'm left out, kind of. Grant gets to go and go golfing for a day or hang out with his buddies at the bar. He went and watched a football game, all things that I'm not super interested in. But the fact that he gets to go out and do something else and I'm just stuck here living in this state, unable to do the things that I would love to go do. That's quite frustrating. It is. I don't know if there's anything else. I would like to know, the next thing we're going to do is you review my wish list for like my baby registry and tell me all the things that you think are necessary for having a newborn or what should be on there. Because I have gotten inputs, right? I've gotten all of these advice inputs. I want more. I need to know the real facts and data behind what is a nice to have and what is a you cannot live without this thing and what is a that sat in the box. We never actually used it. So that will be our next deep dive. Thank you much. Thank you much. Thank you for being here and listening to me rant about my first trimester in the last 2 months. I hope if there's anybody else out there that is looking to become pregnant soon or is currently pregnant, this was validating for you and it didn't scare you out of wanting to try for children. That's not my intention. It's not that bad. It's temporary. Okay. It all gets better, right? We have a screaming little bundle of joy and we don't get any sleep after this. So there's things to look forward to. Thank you all for being here. I will see you next time.